And the Four Horsemen's build for the month of February is to make a convertible out of the Modrod. Are you kidding me? Who's the sick man that picked this one? To make a convertible out of something with no front windshield posts. You're an evil person. But we're going to make it happen. Here at the chop shop. Well, what I'm thinking, you can see I laid out some lines. Thinking hacking it right there in front of the square, the opening, and then right behind it. And I'm going to take this front piece and scooch it back and reattach it. So it'll be just a little canopy. I think it ought to look pretty sharp on there and still technically be a convertible because it'll be open partially. And this, I already used the engine out of this previous build, but why not? Why not? That looks like a good candidate for an engine to me. Well, as you can see, I got it chopped. I got a little deep on that side, but ain't nothing that a little super glue and JB weld won't fix. The next step is give her a soak. You can see because of the tapered roof line towards the windshield, it's a little narrow, but again, that's what the JB weld will cure. It cures about just about anything. And you can see you're a little rough with the blade there, got caught. Wear your safety equipment, people. And this piece being so small is just going to get a little soak in there. The rest of the body can just go take a giant leap in there, and we'll see what happens here in about a half an hour. And it's been about an hour. See what we got here. Oh yeah, she's pretty much gone. Good old citrus strip to the rescue. I know it might not be the best and the fastest, but it's pretty safe. And the other pieces right there, yeah, that's clean too. Yep, we'll go take a bath with it, get some scrub dub and see what we got. And with the top, just a little bit of super glue tacked it together. And now JB weld time to weld that seam. Then we'll use putty to mold and shape and get everything as smooth as I can get it. Yeah, come on, that's still convertible. Got way too much mixed up, but hey, better too much than not enough. You might as well put some in there, why not? And you can see after a little sanding and filing, it's shaping up pretty nice. I still got a little fine work to do with a spot putty, or I do have some Tamiya. Looks more like Bondo than anything. But coming along, and we'll get that shaped up, and then maybe squirt some primer on it. The idea. The big old motor sticking up. It's glued to the interior. I'm gonna have to either pull another one apart, which I do have, for the little grill section, or just come up with something, because it just doesn't look right. Yeah, it just needs that covering up that front end. But the top is pretty much shaped up and sanded. I might have to do a little bit of light sanding, but there it is so far. And I did take the side pipes off the Mustang, which will be on the sides. Not quite like that, but you get it. You get it. Oops. And we gave her a little spritz of metallic silver, and then I'm going to lay some red over it. See how she looks. And just a little misting of the first coat of red. I know it looks a little pinky, but I'm sure it'll build up color as we go. This is a candy red. This is the second coat. You see it's getting much darker. If I keep it in the camera, that is. Sorry about that. I only got two hands. Getting underneath. And I'm going to call that a second coat. We'll hit her one more time, and maybe one more, maybe more. Well, I tried filming my final coat, and well, you saw my legs and all that stuff. I completely botched filming it. But this is what the final coat looks like before clear. And we'll give her some clear coat here in a while. Once my shop or shed warms up with the electric space heater out there. I don't mind spraying this stuff in the house because it's pretty much odorless, but being water based. But the clear is a whole nother animal. That stuff's smelly. So we're gonna let her warm up and shoot some clear on this girl. I think it's gonna really pop. Just got her out of the oven to bake that clear. All in all, pretty good. Nice and shiny. I'm gonna have to get some of the sparkles and really try a paint job that pops. I just gotta try it. I mean, this candy looks good and all, but I just gotta do one epic paint job one of these days, and after I get some more practice. So far, so good though. That Createx paint is once you get a hang of it and know how thin to mix it, which is pretty thin, it lays on nice. Roll her out, boys! My entry to the Modrod convertible. Isn't she cute? That paint came out so nice. Engine out of a tuned Mustang and exhaust. I left the tires alone because, well, frankly, I don't have enough of the rear ones to do anything to match up to the front, but she is a little bit out of focus. She is a pretty little girl. Detailed the engine up a little bit, darkened the exhaust hole so it looks a little more realistic. I'd like to thank the Four Horsemen for hosting the event. It was a good time. It was a little bit of work, but not so bad. I even made a little windshield to put in there out of a plastic, out of a bubble. Thanks again, everybody. And remember, give me a like, subscribe, and ring that bell, and maybe you'll see more of these little disasters. Yeah. Thanks again.